Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of What We Talking About on Wednesday. What the? This week, I thought a lot about what I wanted to talk about, and ultimately, I feel like I need to give an entire video's worth of conversation on R. Kelly, because I think that it's a big problem, and I think it's a real issue. I don't feel like R. Kelly's taking this whole thing seriously. And since watching the documentary and having like some time go by and having more people come out and R. Kelly come out, I've come to realize that it's not all him. It's not all the culture. Some people, other people outside of him, his camp, are part of the problem. Now, I don't know how much people are following in regards to R. Kelly. I'm sure everybody's, eyes are glued to their computers or their magazines or their TVs or their phones, whatever. Last week, R. Kelly was celebrating his birthday and decided he was going to go to a nightclub in Chicago. And the cops were called. And that's great and fine and dandy, right? But again, they went and they had nothing on him. So he went out, spoke to them, and went on about his merry way. Went on to record a video singing and talking about how they can't hold me, they can't stop me. That's how he feels. He truly feels like he's unstoppable. And then, earlier this week or late last week, I can't remember, I was reading some articles about him stepping out and going to clubs and how some women on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook were saying, "Oh my gosh, R. Kelly's at a club. I can't believe I'm missing it. I want to be held captive. I want to be one of his new girls." Are you for real? Is this a joke to you guys? Is the treatment of these young women, these young black women who are being ignored and being held captive for years or months, a joke to you because you can't wrap your head around what's going on? It's funny to you, right? These people are the problem. These people are what keep his music streams going up, what keeps him thinking he can go out to clubs and try to sell out concerts, try to push his concerts forward. Y'all are the problem. And his attitude is justified based on y'all. Everybody out there who's helping him feel like what he's doing is not wrong. And I mean, obviously there are going to be opposers to this story. There are going to be people who don't believe in what's being said about him or being portrayed about him. There's always going to be another side. There's always two sides. There's always two belief systems going on. But the stands for R. Kelly are deadly. When you have a list from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet of women speaking out and men speaking out about what's going on, and still the cops have no real case to pull him in. They said he's being investigated. He's been being investigated. Nothing's being done. This man walks around with an invincibility complex because that's what it's been for his entire time. His entire experience in this disgusting role. He's never had to be held accountable. And in those small spurts of moments where we thought he was going to, he slithered his little snake-ass way through. And for the people who are making comments like, "I want to be held captive," you're disgusting. To me, and this is my opinion, you're disgusting. What's worse is that people who were talking in the documentary about R. Kelly are too now being exposed as being inappropriate with women. Here's my question. What the hell is wrong with people? What the hell is wrong with men? What is wrong that makes people feel like they can treat another human being like a piece of property? Obviously, this goes way back to, slavery and shit. But what makes people today think that you'll be fine if you just make an inappropriate comment or send an inappropriate, like dick pics? What makes these men think that this shit is cute? It's okay. It's funny. It's just gonna slide by. What's wrong? How are they wired that makes people think that they can behave this way? At this point, it comes down to more than just punishment. They need to be rewired. They need to be re-educated. They need some hard-pressed facts put on them. Or maybe they need to experience how they're treating the women. Maybe it's an eye for an eye thing now. Maybe they need to flip the roles and see what it feels like. Obviously, that's an extreme thought process, but that's how I feel when I see these articles constantly coming out about these different men in these high-powered roles treating women like property. I am not your property. We do not belong to you. You want to talk to me about, oh, well, in the Bible they said woman came from man's rib, blah, 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 so she is of him. Yeah, but that don't mean I belong to you. Today I don't belong to you. I came from my mother. That's where I belong. That's who owns me. My mother, not you. There are a lot of articles going on about his reactions to it. One of his very first reactions was he's going to create a documentary called Surviving the Liars. Okay. And then he's coming out saying, this person is lying and that person is lying. And Aaliyah was lying about her age and he didn't know. But we already have all the proof saying otherwise. When will he pay for his foolishness? When will he pay for his carelessness? When will he pay for his selfishness? When will he pay for his acts of disrespect and degrading of women? When will he pay? And when will people wake up that this is not funny? This is not a joke. You put it on Facebook and you put it on Instagram that you want to be held captive. I would never wish something like that on you. But if you spent a week experiencing what it's like to be held captive, you might change your tune. People don't think before they talk, or they don't think before they type. Everybody wants to be popular on Twitter and Instagram. These are people's lives that will never be changed. We're talking about you making light of it. I pray that one day we live in a world where people stop seeing other people as property and people are all equal and people can respect people and people's positions and people in power stop abusing their power. R. Kelly is an abuser. These women are victims. And there's no more to the story other than justice needs to be served. Nothing about this is a laughing matter. And if you're laughing about this, you and me can't be friends. You can unfollow me now because I'm not with that. Anyway, I could talk about this for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. And if you want to have a conversation about it, you're more than welcome to message me. If you have an opposing opinion, please feel free to unfollow me. I don't want to hear it. That's for real. I don't want to hear it. Have a good one, y'all. See you next week. Bye, girl.